There we go. All right, you guys. So some things to consider with Starry Night. What we're going to do is we're going to start with level 2, play that, and then we're going to talk about the chord shapes that I've added, you know, because they can look kind of weird. So we'll do it a little chunk at a time. All right, so oops. Just got to pull up my right one here. I think one of the first things we should do is do a quick little scale to warm up, okay? You guys might already be warmed up, I'm not sure. My brain's warmed up, my coffee's warmed me up, but my fingers aren't super warmed up yet. There we go. Oh, Mario, awesome. There we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is play just a few runs that I know we get in the song. So one of them is just gonna be a run where you're doing C, D, E, F, G, A on that fifth string, or sorry, fifth fret of the second string. So let's walk it, right? We'll do each note a couple times. Here we go. C, second fret on that third string for D. Okay, second string open. F on that first fret, G on the third, up to the A on that fifth fret. Oh, that sounds kind of nice. Let's carry on up to that sixth fret. Eighth fret. Okay, let's go back down now. So we've got 8, 6, 5, 3, 1 on that second string, right? And then open. Second fret on that third string, open. Okay, let's do it again. That sounded kind of neat. You might think, oh, why is she doing that? That's not in level 2. Oh. All right, let's do it again. Third string, open. Second fret. Second string open. First fret. Third. 5, 6, 8. Back down to 6, 5, 3, 1. Open. Third string, second fret. Open. Okay, just to get our fingers moving around, get our hands moving around a little bit.
Tina, is there a reason why we're doing A sharp? Like going for...
That's a good question. So in this case, the song is actually in the key of F. And in the key of F, we have a B flat. Right? Yeah, that's an awesome question. Absolutely awesome question. That B flat is also found down here. So listen for this, B flat on that 6th fret. And that's part of your C7 chord, which always loves to go home to F. So B flat. Yeah, awesome, Wendy. Thank you. I love questions. I can't always answer them, but I do love questions. All right, so we've got ourselves kind of wrapped around that melody work, but the other thing that we had a lot in level 2 was hammer-ons, glissando, all the stuff that I have to lisp now. Okay, let's do a few to pull off to open. Okay, I'm just going to use the third string because that's the one that we tend to get. We'll do pull-offs and then hammer-ons. Okay, if you say I'm not ready for pull-offs and hammer-ons, then you know what you do. You play with me and go 2 and make the open a little quieter, like a sigh. Okay, pull off, just as a quick review for anyone that's new on here that's like, well, what is she talking about? I'm going to pluck that note and then see how I flick with my finger. Okay. So I pluck second fret, and when you pull off, you don't actually just lift your finger off passively. You've got to do this little kick with your finger to get it loud. So what I would do right now, warm up your fingers. You can do that third string. You can do fourth string. Go as slow as you have to get a good sound. When your finger's like, okay, I got that going, flip to hammer-ons. Open, you pluck that open string. Whoops. Pluck that open string, let's try it again. There we go. And hammer on, right next to that fret. Just get your head wrapped around it. It's a good warm-up. You can see I needed that because I couldn't do my hammer on right away. I was like, what's going on? When I work on songs like this, that's something I usually do as a warm-up. I go back to that whole idea about open to 2 here, and then open 3 is the other one I do. But we're not using it for this song, so I'm not that worried about it. Play around with it, right? Feel confident with it. That's one of the big things, right? Is just building that confidence. All right. Now we're going to go through, we're going to do that Starry Night level 2. And I'm just going to, I discovered something about one of my computer screens, and that's if I share on a specific computer screen, the resolution's not so hot. So I've just got to flip things around here. Now it might look like I'm not staring at you guys anymore, but I am, I promise. Still looking at you. There we go. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and we'll just go through nice and slow. And something to think about, you guys, is that with today, ask questions about that, about this version, timing questions, whatever. I'm going to try really hard to keep an eye on the chat, and we'll just play a little chunk at a time. Okay. I've got to make is that resolution okay for you guys? Is that big enough if I have it like that? Kind of iffy, right? Okay. What I'll do is we'll just do it 3 lines at a time, okay? So that we can at least see it. Here we go. So I'm going to count to 2, and then we're going to come in on beat 3 because of that pickup there, right? Also known as the anacrusis. That's always a fun term. You don't have to call it a pickup. Call it an anacrusis. I always call it a pickup. But there it is. All right. Here we go. On beat 3. Nice and slow. 1 and 2. And 0, 2, 1, 3 up to the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 1, 1, oh, pull off, 2, 0, 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 0, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, scrolly, there we go. Okay, top of the page there, 1, 2, 0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 1, 1, 0, 2, 2, 0, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm taking my time so you guys can hear those pull-offs, glissandos, all those things that you can add to express yourself with this song. Okay, on the chorus. 1, 2, 1, 3, 0, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3 0 1 3 0 3 1 2 1 3 5 3 1 2 3 0 2 2 3 4 line 3 0 2 0 2 0 1 3 1 1 0 1 0 3 1 2. Okay, hang on to that while I scroll the page. There we go. Okay, top of the page there. Here we go. Ready, go. 3 0 2 3 4 1 2 2 0 1 3 0 1. Oh, I did a pull off there. Did you guys hear that? 1 2. Hang on to the 0 2 1 3. We're going to the top. Now this time, because we're reviewing a lot of this stuff, right? Just kind of having a quick run through. I'm going to play again, but on these rests, I might add in a little strum on my F chord. Okay, and you guys might be doing that already too, right? So just keep that in mind. I might fill in a little bit with my F and my G minor and my B flat. Not a whole bunch, just a little bit. And if you're like, oh, I don't remember a G minor, don't worry. We're going to talk about that after this. Here we go. So now we're taking the second ending. 3, 4, 0, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4. Regular open F. 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oops, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 1, 1, 0, 2, 0, 2, 4, 3, 5, 0, 2, 1, 3. Every time I nail that 5 up there, all I'm doing right here, when you hear that strum, and you may not see my hand that well, but I hit the 5, and then I add 5, 5 on strings 3 and 4 is all I'm doing there. I'm not even barring right now. I'm just laying my fingers across. Looks like a D chord on the 5th fret. Okay, so I'm going to hit the 0213 from Shadows on the Hills. I'm going to start that right there again. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4. Now my open F. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, G minor. 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, it's just a regular open F chord that you can do there. Okay, here we go in the chorus. Another strum on the F. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, C7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, E and O. 2, 3. Or kind of rush that G minor. 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2. Oh, hang on to your 2. Okay, so we're going to play this line that's at the top. Then we're going to go down to ending number 2. So here we go on the G. Alrighty, go. 3, 2, 3, 4, G minor. 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, second ending at the bottom of the page. 1, 1, 1, 3, 5, 5, 3. Do you hear that vibrato? Little wiggle there? Okay. There we go. Here we go. 3, 3, 5, 6, 3, 2. F chord strum. D minor if you know it. And 5, 3, 3, 1. Pull off. I forgot about this one. Oh, bottom of the page there with the 4. 4, 3, 3, 1, 3. 4, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 3. Oh, hang on to that. Keep hanging on to it. Scroll. I had to let someone in and scroll at the same time. Okay, top of the page. Here we go. D7. 1. If you know your D7. 2, 3. 1, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0. Okay, second line there. Little C chord if you want. F. I usually let it ring out for 2 beats and then the chord for 2 beats. We've got a rest there, another F chord. 0, 2, 1, 3. And remember where we're going there. Back up to the beginning. Okay. So away we go. There we go. Makes you a little seasick, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. So back up to the top. We've gone through it, playing it just as melody, and then with some chords added. And we're just going to carry on. Toss in the chords as you can, and then we'll talk about those chord shapes after we're done this. Here we go. 0, 2, 1, 3, 5. All fives. Maybe another one. 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2. Another one. G minor there. 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2. 1, 1, 0, 2, 0, 2, 4, 1. Take a breath. 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hang on to that while I scroll. Oh, there we go. Another strum on the F. 0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Another one. I'm purposely leaving out the B flat right now. Because there's so much busyness going on with the melody around that B flat, I'm not playing it. I'm not worrying about it at this level. You don't have to hit every single chord. Okay, so we're going to hit the chorus and then we're going to go to the ending. Okay, so chorus, here we go. We could hit another F there. 1, 2, 1, 3, 0, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, C7. 3, 0, 1, 3, and 3, 1, and a 3, and 4, and 1, and a 2, G minor. C if you want C7 if you want to be quick. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2. Okay, hang on. Here we go. There it is. The ending, the very last 2 bars. One more strum on G minor. 2, 0, 1, 3. Ready, you guys, together on the 3? Go. I think we might have finished together. Yeah, right on. All right, so I'm going to leave this up right now, and I'm looking for questions. Any questions, any observations about it?
What's that F chord you said on the 5th?
Oh, so what I do to fill that in there, I'll go back up and show you an example of it, because it's a verse, right? Da, da, da. Because I'm already sliding. No, okay, they're right at the top. Okay, so what I do is I play the melody on the 5th fret, and then on strings 3 and 4, I just tuck in a 5 there too.
Tina, I have a question.
Yep.
The very last chord, we are in F. Does it end on C? C chord?
Every one I've looked at ends like that because it's so, yeah, but this is the thing. It tuck
Okay.
in an F. Yeah, tuck in an F at the end. Tuck in an F. Absolutely. I was thinking about that too. I was wondering if anyone would say anything about that. When I've seen it, it ends open like that. But I like a closed up ending. That's
Yeah,
really
here says F, please.
right. These incomplete cadences can really make us want more. But if you take a look at what's going on there, let's take a look. It's modulated a little bit there, right? Because you've got a G7 going to a C. So did it change keys there? Maybe it did. Still sounds to me like an F would come in handy at the end, though.
Tina. So the first page,
Mhm.
you go all the way to
I know all those endings, right?
to wait a minute, that's ending there. Before you go back to the first bar. So you go to 20, no. You go to bar 26 and then go back to the first bar.
You got it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. And there's that 0213. That's that pickup to bring it back into the verse again. You nailed it, Barb. Okay, so what do you do after that then?
So after that, you go all the way through again
Mhm.
and go 24, 25. So you don't go to 26, you go to 27.
Yep, you go 23, 24,
Yeah.
and then right to 27. And you see right above 27, it's got a 2 with a line above it. That's your second ending.
Okay, got it.
Right on.
And that's the second ending, right?
At the bottom of the second page, right?
Yeah, it ends all the way to the end of the third page and then back to the beginning again.
Yep. Do you see where it says the bottom of the third page? You've got bar 29 and then bar 40, and the words that go along with bar 40 are starry, starry.
29, bar 29.
Bar 40.
Like the 40.
39 and 40. Yeah, bottom of that third page.
I got 39 and 40. Oh, there's 40.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. And right above starry, starry, it says to the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you do the whole thing all the way again, but then it says, oh, you just do it all the way to the end.
You do it right to bar 23. So you've gone back up to the beginning and you go to bar 23.
Oh, right, 23, and then you go to 41. No?
Bar 23, and I have to look at my bar numbers. Yeah, bar 41, you got it.
Okay,
Nailed
got
it. Right on.
thanks.
Well, you're welcome. It can be a lot to think about all this. Hey, you guys? But you got it. You got it going on there. All right, so that was a good question. I bet you a lot of people had that same question, right? Now, any other questions about level 2?
3. Didn't we just do 3?
This is level 2.
Oh, I'm
But-
writing it 3 though, because
Yep.
yeah, it's the same thing. Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. All I've done is fill it in. I started coloring.
You're right. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Should we look at, you know what? Let's stop sharing it now. And what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about some chords. Okay, so I'm just going to grab one of my whiteboards. That's got about 100 notes on it. I was pretty excited. I was in that James Hill, the weekend class yesterday. and got pretty inspired. So some of my Thursday morning folks are getting some extras. I'll grab this one. Yeah. So what I'm going to do right now, so it's recorded in the live stream, is I'm going to write down the chord shapes for the chords that we just talked about. So you've got it as a chord chart. I'll hold it up. You guys can take a screenshot of it, whatever you need. So that way, level 2 basically becomes level 2.5, right? You can add in what you want. And then we'll take a look at level 3 where I've fleshed it out a little bit more. So in just a minute here, I'm going to do the two shapes of our F chord. I'll put the fancy F, I'll put with an asterisk, and that's where it's all the 5s. And now I didn't write in all these chord shapes with that song. I just put it in as tab because we're just slowly creeping our way along. What else did we do a lot of? G minor. So I've got F, G minor, C7. Oh, I look very serious right now, don't I? I just looked at my face. I was like, I'm very serious. Oh my gosh. If I'm writing out these charts and I don't put in opens, assume that the chord has that string open. Unless I put an X, it's probably open. It's just kind of a good thing to think about with me because I tend to forget writing in all my zeros, although I noticed it this time. So you guys might want to take a screenshot of this if you're not sure about these chords. Okay, so you can just tuck them in, like write them in on level 2 where you need them, right? But this is the F with all the 5s. And see how I put an X above that first string? Just for this song. And that's because the melody, when I hit that 5 on the first line of the verse, that melody's there. So I'm just tucking in notes underneath is all I'm doing. So F is one that you guys tidy that up a little bit. It's like a puppet show. Look at that. Should bring out my puppets next. It'll be fun. F is one that you guys are pretty comfortable with, I would imagine. And C7. So that G minor is one that you guys are going to get a lot of. Now, there are other chords in the song, but these are the ones that I mostly horsed around with, I think. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this down. Okay, I'm hoping everyone had a chance to get a screenshot of this if they needed it, or if not, I mean it'll be in the recording, right? So, okay, here we go. And I'll see what I can do about maybe just having it. I think this whiteboard is big enough that I can prop it up here. Look at that! Yes! It'll stay there for anyone that needs to make notes. No, I said you'll stay there. Okay, good. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's handy, hey? Okay, level 3 is coming up now, you guys. Prepare yourselves. That make it sound so ominous. Oh my gosh. What I'm going to do to start is I'm just going to play it for you guys, okay? Now, and like I said before the live stream started, like I just made it this morning, so this will also give me a chance to make sure I don't have any boo-boos in there. All right, so I'll play it. If you've got it printed off, I'm going to play it one page at a time, and then I'll share the screen. Okay. And you'll hear that although I've got it written out a certain way, we're going to add in, or I'll add in extra little bits in there. Okay. because it's, that's how I roll, right? All right, so here we go. Starry Starry Night, level 3. Okay, so that's page 1. I saw a couple spots where I was playing chords, but I didn't have them written in, and I did that purposefully. Okay, so then I go back and I play the first page again. So this is just like a quick run through for you guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the chorus again, and then I'm going to go to my second ending. Okay, and then we'll talk about it all. Doing lots of 2-note chords, right? Did you see that? Okay, and now. That's why we played that scale. Well, I went up to the 8th fret on that 3rd page. Haha. Okay, I'll do that again. See how when I strummed down, it went straight down? And so now what I'm going to do is, I think the ending won't be that big of a deal for us. I've just added in a couple of different notes there. I still like it pretty open like that, where it's like you're just drifting off. But again, by all means, add in your F. If you want to add in an F at the end, see how I did it as my fancy F? It's so much fun to play this song. All right, now, gotta get back to being all serious again here.
So
Tina,
Tina,
it's-
on the,
Go ahead.
where there, where you had, well, say for in that 32 there, where you've got 1, 3, 2, 0. So you pluck all 4 together?
I surely did. Yeah, you could pluck all 4 of them together, or you could strum them. I think I was plucking them though. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I had the full plant going there.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. Now we start dissecting this thing and see what we can do with it, hey? Louise, did you have a question?
Oh, I noticed a little typo on
Ooh.
G minor on 11. It says 1, 2, 3. I think it should be a little backwards.
G minor in 11. Oh, yes, thank you very much. I was wondering. I read it the other way. All right, everyone see that on their copy, especially, if okay, so I'll point that out. Thank you, Louise. Oh, okay, so she's talking about, so sketch the trees and daffodils. This G minor here on bar 11 should be, the 1 is right, the 2 needs to be a 3, and that 3 needs to be a 2. If that's the only boo-boo in here, that's impressive. Oh, nice. Okay, I gotta make a note of that. Oh, I'll remember it. I hope. Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. Now I'm gonna take my time going through this. There's little spots that I added in, things that I'll try not to do on this first page. I'm just gonna try to play it as written, but you'll see right there, the F, it's got 2 rests there still, right? I didn't write any chords in there because I already wrote them in the bar before, and I don't want you to get muddied up with things, but you may want to do a picking pattern that you like there for the 2 beats. Like you may do 4, 3, 2, 3, or maybe just an extra strum. You decide, keep it, let it flow, okay? All right, here we go. Nice and slow, using the 5 that I talked about in level 2 there, right? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 4, 2, 1, 3, 5. And as that note rings out, I tip my hand around, I get those 5s down there, and then I do something on the rest, like maybe a pluck, something, right? 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2. And I didn't even put in a G minor there. I put it in over here. So I've got time, right? So there's just a 3 and a 2, just the bottom part of the G minor. So I pluck strings 4, 3, 2. Let it ring out for the rest. Back to melody. 5, 3, 1, 2. Under the B flat now. 3, 2. And look at what I did. I kept my 2 there from the melody, and I just added in my 3rd fret on my 4th string. That's it. If you got a high 4 tuning, it'll sound like that. It still works out either way. Okay, we'll carry on with the 1 with the word with. Now we're on bar 6, and under that C, so instead of just having the melody there, I added in strings 3 and 4 open. So I just pluck them with my thumb and 2 fingers. And whatever rings out is fine. Up to my 5s. Now remember, this is like the buffet version of this song. You decide what you like, okay? So I've got my 5s, back to my melody now. Here I'm doing some plucking in there, little arpeggios, okay? Because you've got 3 beats there. I'll do it again. 0, 2, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4. Do what you want there. Okay. Rests there, maybe a little bit more. And then back to melody. Let your hand go and play your open at the same time. 3, 0, 2. I keep my 2 down under the word daffodils. I pluck my 4th string. And then my 2. I keep that 2 down, and if I had this written outright, then I would keep that 2 there and add in my 3 and my 1. Okay, making that little triangle shape. And then I carry on. 5, 3. 1, 1, 2. This one looks weird. I know I wrote it out right, but it almost looks like let's make it bigger here. Looks crazy. But what you've got is from the bar before where it's catch the breeze and the, just see the 2 that I've highlighted under the chord F? Stays there. It's already planted there. So see if you can tuck maybe your ring finger on your 3rd fret on the 4th string, baby finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Maybe. And if you can't, don't worry about it. Hit what you can. Because the melody is still the 3 on the top there. Okay. Whatever you add on the bottom is up to you. Okay, so I'm going to play with under that B flat again. I'm going to hit all 3 of those notes. You hit what you feel like. And then I've got a little bass note there, a 3rd fret. 2, under the C7, adding in those opens. Okay, under the F now, I've got strings 4, 3, and 2 of the F chord. 2, oh. And whoa! Okay, chorus now. Just a strum of your F chord there. You've kept it from the bar before. Now in this section, what I did was I added in a lot of double stops, 2 note chords. So I've got 1 in the 3rd string open. I'm plucking it a lot with my thumb and my index finger. You might use 2 fingers, up to you. 1, 3, 1. Under the G minor, I've got my 3, my melody note with the 2 underneath it. Oh, and then a little arpeggio. My screen froze. Did you guys see that? It's totally frozen. I think it might be a camera thing. So what I'm going to do is turn off my camera. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah, okay. Give my camera a little crazy. I turned it off. Well, at least I'm not like making a crazy face for it, so that's good. I'm still frozen. You guys all froze too. Okay, but can you see, is my screen moving for you? Like if I scroll it? Okay, so
It just did, yeah.
yeah, okay, cool. So you know what? Like the big thing, I'm talking through this, so I'm not going to worry about my picture freezing right there. I'm just going to keep talking through everything for now, okay? And you can still see where I'm highlighting with the notes and yeah, okay, cool. All right, so I'll just start at the beginning of the chorus again. So we've got the F chord and the 2 note chord section in here, right? 1 and open, 3, oh, 1 under the G minor, notes 3 and 2. And then I just did a little arpeggio there, just to demonstrate ideas, right? Under the C7, 2nd and 3rd string, open. 3, oh, 1, 3. And now at strings 1 and 2 with open and 1, 3rd string open, and then the melody under the C. Got my 3 and my 3rd string open. And then check it out under the D minor. Oh, I forgot to write that one down on my chart there. 1, 2, 2. Now I got to check all these chords, make sure I wrote them out right. Pluck it, strum it. Okay. Melody's still right there at the top. And off we go. Sorry, I got to work out my timing here. And I didn't touch that spot. It's busy enough, right? Under the G minor, just added in that 2nd fret note there. Dun, dun, dun. And it's handy because I've tried to tie in notes from the bar before as much as I can, hey? So you have the 2 there. So you just keep it there, tuck in your melody note above. And then I added in this little bit here, whoops, on beats 2, 3, and 4 to give you guys ideas. Like all this stuff that I've added in level 3 doesn't need to stay exactly the way it's written. The whole purpose of it is to give you ideas about things that you can do within the song and other songs to color them. So I'm going to play the G minor one here, and then you're going to hear 4th string open, little pull off, 4th string open. So it's going to sound like this. Just a little fill, right? 2-0 open. And we'll carry on. So under the C7, I still have a rest, a little breath, and all those opens. Then I did a full D minor, a big dramatic strum there. I hold that D minor chord, the 1, 2, 2 there. I hold it with all those opens there, and then I start to lift it off when I hit that 1st fret. So I let it ring out for as long as I can. I don't worry about it too much. And again, I've got that 2 from the bar before, so just keep it anchored in and then add it under the G. I've added in the 4th string open here. I didn't do that in the verse, so you guys have got a couple different ideas here. So I pluck. Hear how quiet I kept that 4th string note? Under the G minor now. This is a busy version, you know, going from 1 to 2 and then up to 3, this total buffet. Under the C7, do you see how I wrote that 3 in brackets? Right? If you have a low 4 tuned ukulele, that'll sound pretty nifty. The high 4 might sound a little sketchy, okay? So I put that as a 3-note chord there. I put that 3 there because it is a leading tone to push you to your F. That's why I added it. So it gives a little bit more color in the bass. If you like it, great. If you don't, leave it out. Now I'm going to play that under the C7. I'm going to play that part again. This time I'm going to play it just as some melody notes there with the 3rd string open. Okay, so that's where I was just plucking like under the C7 here. I did my 2nd string open, 3rd string open, 1 and 0, 3 and 0, and then back to the opens at the end. So that I, you know, demonstrate the different sound between those 2 bars. Okay, so now we're going to go back up. We're hitting our 1st ending, and we're going to, I'll just start right on the 1st ending. 2, 3, 4, let it ring, 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 3, 0, 2, 1, 3, scroll. There we go. Up to that 5th fret. 1, 2, little pluck. 1, 2, here we go. 5, 3, 1, 2, next line. 3, 5, 2, 3, 4. Pluck on the G minor. Melody. 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2. Little chord 2 and 3. Now under the C, we've added in opens. 1, 0, 2, 0. And then all those 5s. Isn't it fun to play them up there? Ah, so pretty. Okay, I'm going to scroll up a little bit right now. Okay, here we go. At the top of the page there with 0, 2. 0, 2, 1, 3. 2, 3, 4, next line. 0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2. Some bass notes. 0, 2. Play the G minor the way it's supposed to be, not the way it's written. 5, 3, 1, 1, 2. Under the B flat, play what you want there. 3, 2, 3. 2. Under C7, 1, 0, 2, 0, 2. F. That, I think I had it 1. Well, that's how I did it, yeah. I did 1 beat on the first one there. That's on beat 2, and then I have that on beats 3 and 4. 2. There it is. Okay. Now we scroll. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go in the chorus. Ready? Under the G minor, 1, 2, little arpeggio, 2, 3, 2, opens there, 3, 0, 1, 3, line 2, 1, under the G minor, C7, take a breath, D minor, let go there, and then just hang on while I scroll. Okay, under the G there. So when I'm playing this, just keep in mind again that I keep that real quiet with my thumb. That can be tricky to not emphasize that. You want that melody to be most prominent. So what we're going to do this time is I'm going to start there again at the G, play that line, and then we're hopping down to the second ending. Here we go. Ready, go. Under that G minor. And play what you want under that C7. Bottom of the page with the second ending. 3 and 0, 5 and 0, and then what I did to demonstrate another option, I split that 5 and 0. Okay. And then just a little bit of chord work with that G minor. So you guys can decide, like I split it here under the word love, but you might want to do it with the 3 here and the 5 here on the second ending. You guys decide, choice is yours. Play it a little bit different every time, which is kind of my thing. All right, here we go. Let's carry on. So we got an 8th note rest there. Perfect place to take a breath. 5 and 0, 6 and 0, or 8 by itself. Maybe you want to add in that 3rd string too. And then I come back and hit a couple of 5s. Couple options are, I know my screen is still frozen, so you can't necessarily see, but often I hit that 8 with my baby finger. So I go 5 with my index, 6 and open with my middle, 8 with my baby, and then reach back and do a little teeny bar on that 5th fret with my index finger. Just a little one. I can just use the first digit, or the first part of my index finger to cover those 2 strings. 2, 3. And I don't really worry about doing anything under that rest with the D minor. I just let go of things, hold my strings with my picking hand if I need to make sure things are quiet and I don't get any extra notes ringing out, and then under the G minor. And here comes that full pluck or strum. Sorry. There we go. The pull off there with the chord can be a heck of a challenge, okay? Because you've got 2 fingers that need to stay put and 1 that needs to pull off. So be patient with yourself with that if you're working on that pull off. Okay, under the F minor, I've got nothing going on there. Except for right there, I added in a little spot there. Under the F. Next bar with the D7. Remember, when I do that strum, I commit to it. I strum straight down. Try not to swing to the side at all so my tone stays the same. Under the G minor there. So I strummed that one. You could pluck it, right? But sometimes it's nice. Listen to this. So you've got a strum. 2 different sounds, right? The strum versus the pluck. So you guys decide the sound that you want to have with that. And then I just did with the B flat. I didn't write down the full B flat because I thought you guys have been working so hard. You don't need a full B flat bar chord thing there. I just wrote down 1, 2, 3. But if you keep those two fingers down, then they're ready here. So I'm going to start again on that B flat. I'm going to have my index finger on 1, middle finger on 2, ring finger on 3. Listen to how I let it ring out. And then I used my baby finger on that 3rd fret. And if you take a look at your hand, oh, you've just made that chord for the next part, where it's 3, 2, 3. Under the C now, little breath. How are you guys feeling about it so far? Yeah, I see some smiles. I see some very focused faces. I see my face is still frozen. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. Oh, well, it's a radio show for you guys now. It's a radio show. All right, so what I'm going to do now, so we did that beautiful, so you listen to me play. Well, this will be fun. You can't see my hands, but just listen to me play from the B flat. You'll hear those notes ringing out a bit. And then when I get up here, I'm plucking. I'm not strumming. Whoops. Yeah, I start right here. I pluck with my thumb, index, and middle finger. Okay, so on the B flat, here we go. I'm using my ring finger to pluck that, the 1. Take your time. Add some breath in there, you know? And then you go back to the beginning. And oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock. Okay, but I have to at least do the ending. Okay, get ready. I'm going to scroll the page. We're going to take it right to the end. We're going to go for it. Okay, so to the beginning here. Here we go. 0, 2, 1, 3, 5. All those Fs. Next line. 3, 5, 2. 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2. Under that B flat. Okay, now I'm going to scroll a little bit. And you can see that I kept the first part a little bit more barren so that you could decide what you want to add. Because I bet everyone's going to sound a little different. 3, 4, line 3 there. 0, 3, 1, 2 under the G minor. 3, 0, 2. Some bass notes if you want them. 0, 2. Okay, now I'm just going to scroll. 5, 3, 1, 1, 2 under the B flat. Play what you want at the B flat. Okay, so that's with the F. Now I'm just going to keep going through so you guys can at least hear the color changes and everything under the chorus. F, 1, 3, 0, 1 G minor, little arpeggio, strings 4, 3, 2, 3. Under the C7, a couple of opens there. F, C, D minor. Pull up to bottom line, opens, 2, 0, 2, 0, 1, 3, D minor. Oh, scroll. Okay, so we're going to play this bar and then we're going to flip to the ending. Okay, so I'm going to count that one because we've added in that extra little bit and it can throw you off. So on the G, I'm just going to count it. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now I'm going to scroll. There, to the ending. Maybe I'll strum my G minor. Maybe I won't. And G7. Maybe add in that little F at the end. Okay, now I'm going to stop sharing, but I don't think you guys are going to see me. I'm still going to be frozen. I don't know what's going on. Oh, is my screen just black now? Oh, weird. All right. Last ditch effort. This happened before too. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Well, it's a total radio show, you guys. Total radio show. But I can tell you, I'm going to stop the live